Good morning, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is 8:10, running a little bit behind schedule. You might have noticed that my channel has had a little bit of a rebrand. That's okay, that was planned. Been thinking about it for a while, but yeah, I've finally done it and I've got a surprise at the end of the video. I worked way too hard on it yesterday. I don't know how to use Photoshop, but yeah, the end screen is going to be different and it's actually sort of like professional-ish. So yeah, anyway, coffee. There's the box. Oh, there we go. There's the box. Day 4 already. I think this is the first one that hasn't been in this row. Or column. Is that 4 or 14? That's 4. I thought it was 14 because of candy canes. Okay, number 4. God, where's the focus here today? Number 4, there's the picture, and there's that. Okay, so this is La Esperanza honey. So it's another honey process from the sounds of it. Cherry and floral notes. Thank you. Finally, we've got some floral notes here. And cherry as well. That's going to be really fun. Grown by Maria Pacas. Santa Ana in El Salvador is the origin. So El Salvador, yes. I love El Salvador coffees. I think El Salvador coffees are probably my favourite, along with Ethiopian. Ethiopian and El Salvador are tied for my favourite. Varietal is Pacas. So we had a Pacas yesterday, I believe it was. Let me have a look. No, Pacamara was yesterday. This is Pacas. So slightly different in the name, but very similar. Again, haven't actually heard of it. It says, under the shade of Inga trees, Chachalupa, Santa Ana. This region of Santa Ana, where the coffee is grown, is very famous for specialty coffee in El Salvador. The farm faces northwest and is protected from winds. The soil provides ideal nutrients, and the coffee is grown under the shade of Inga trees, as well as other species such as the eucalyptus. So yeah, there's the name for it. Cherry and floral notes. So this is definitely going to be a light coffee, definitely, and I'm really excited to try it. It's the first floral notes that we've seen during in this Christmas box, and floral notes, as you should probably know, floral and fruit are my favorites, and cherry as a berry fruit. So is it a berry? No, it's a stone fruit. Yeah, cherry's stone fruit. So cherry in there is going to be really interesting, and I can't wait to try this. I'm actually really excited. El Salvador, easily my favorite. So I'll go, let's open it up and give it a sniff. This seems fuller than the other ones have. Same grind as always, so it definitely doesn't look like they're changing the grind size. Definitely smells light. And it's very nice. I can really smell the cherry in the beans already. So that's going to be really fun. So I'll go make it and I will get back to you in a second. I found out the problem with recording at this time is that by the time I get back from making the coffee, it only takes like 10 minutes. But the sun is like mid-rising when I start. So when I actually come back, it's like fully risen. And the lighting is just completely different because I'm actually using the window. So, oops. Oh well, I'm just going to keep doing it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Everyone hates me? Doubt it. Okay, so here's the coffee, and judging from the way it poured out of the jug into the cup, it looks like it's going to be a syrupy mouthfeel, which is interesting. The smell, still getting all that cherry. The cherry's right at the forefront of the nose. I'm really excited to try this. I'm just going to try it. That cherry is so strong. Yeah, cherry, syrupy mouthfeel like I expected. It's like a cherry jam, like when you have a cherry pie. That's what's reminding me of. That's what this coffee is reminding me of. It's cherry at the forefront. The sweetness, it didn't actually say on the card what process this was, but it it was named similarly to the first one we had that was honey processed. This tastes very similar to that. That's got that honey sweetness. Floral notes. Let's focus on floral. There's a bit of jasmine in there, I think. Bit of jasmine, maybe a bit of lavender. Floral notes are so much harder to pick up on because they're way more interesting than like something like chocolate, but they're much harder to pick up on because, I mean, how many people know what lavender tastes like? But you generally go by scent. Like if you smell lavender, you can kind of pick up on what it might taste like. So it's difficult to explain to people what floral notes are like, and they're very subtle. They're very subtle notes, but they're probably my favourite things to get in a coffee. Yeah, I'd say jasmine and lavender, definitely. This is really good. Probably not the best El Salvador I've had. I've had an El Salvador recently that I just loved. I gave it 5 stars in my coffee book. Let's actually have a look for that. Never mind, I don't have it in the book. I must have gone to a coffee shop and not had my book on me, and that's what I'm assuming it was. But yeah, El Salvador's tend to be one of my favourites, along with Ethiopian, and probably Colombian now that I've had a few good Colombians. So who knows? But yeah, El Salvador. This one's really good though. Like, don't get me wrong, this is really nice. I'll probably give it 4 stars in my book. The cherry's really at the forefront. I just can't stop with that. It's cherry, jammy, syrupy mouthfeel, that honey sweetness, honey processed sweetness. That really comes through this time. I think it was the first coffee we had that it didn't come through on, and that was probably because of the brew. Oh, that reminds me. This would probably go better if it was a correct grind size in a V60. Then I would really get the floral notes through. But with an AeroPress, you tend not to get these really, really delicate notes. So that's probably why I can't focus on the floral notes in general. I do think definitely there is a bit of jasmine in there. I think I would definitely go with jasmine. Lavender, I'm kind of getting, but not really. Like, it's a push. So I think if this was done in a V60, I would get lavender, like a lot stronger, and jasmine definitely. And I think maybe the cherry would like die down a little bit, which wouldn't be a bad thing. It would just mean there's more room for everything else in the flavour. But as it is, this is a really good cup. I'd definitely probably give it about 4 stars. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've been enjoying the past few videos with all the coffee stuff and it's not too nerdy for you. And I hope you like the channel rebrand. Go check out the actual channel page. I've got a new like cover art and I've like kind of redesigned my profile picture. And then obviously I've got the end card, which I might adapt a little bit because I kind of want to put like my Instagram on there. Yeah, I was going to say more social media, but Instagram's the only really like public social media I use. So I want to put my Instagram on there, and I want to try and make it like animated a little bit so that it's a bit more active on the end card. So we'll see what happens. That's going to be a lot of effort. That's next weekend's job. It's now the week, so I've got work to do. But yeah, okay. So this will be the end of the video, and P.S. Call me Cameron. I don't know how that works for the outro, so let me know. Okay, yeah, P.S. Call me Cameron.